All right. Good evening, all. Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
All right. You're welcome to our today's class. We are still on the course Pharmaceutical Calculations in preparation for your Npce. As usual, we'll start from where we stopped yesterday. I think we stopped at question 26. So we'll start from question 26 today. So without wasting time, someone should read question 26 as seen on the screen.
How many milliliters of paradylhide are needed to make 120 mils of a 10% volume in volume paradylhide? So, solution. 10% volume in volume means 10 mil in 100 mil.
Okay.
Mm. So, X then to 120 mil. You cross multiply. We have 10 mil times 120 mil over 100 mil. Then equals to 1,200 mil over 100 mil. 0 cancel 0 equals to 12 mil. So the answer is B.
Okay, so from what you just said now, 10% volume is what? 10 mil.
10 mil in 100 milligram.
You say what?
10% 10% volume in volume is 10
grams.
mil
10
in
mil
100
what?
mil. 10 mil in 100 mil.
Thank
It's
you. Because I heard 10 mil in 100 milligrams. Now, 10 mil of what in 100 mil of what?
10 mil of paradylhide.
In 100 mil of what?
It's the solution or something.
Which solution?
I don't know. It can be water.
All right, let me explain. Please, this is a very important thing you need to understand about this. Please, hope you can see the board clearly. 10 mil, as I told you when I was with you physically, that volume in volume talks about volume of a drug. This volume means volume of the drug in question or the active ingredient. Volume of the active ingredient in the entire product. So this first volume, this upper volume is the volume of the actual volume of the active ingredient, while the volume below is the volume of the entire product or the medicine. I can simply say the volume means the volume of the drug in the volume of the entire medicine. Here now, the product, this is an injection. This should be an injection if care is not yes. Now, this paradylhide is the drug itself. 10 mil of this drug or the active ingredients in 100 mil. This paradylhide is no longer paradylhide, just paradylhide. This is the product now. This is the medicine. This is the dosage form. This is the drug products. Active ingredient drug, paradylhide. This is paradylhide injection or solution, which is specifically injection now. Paradylhide injection, the dosage form, the medicine, the drug products. So it's 10 mil of paradylhide inside 100 mil of the entire product. Am I communicating?
Yes, sir.
Very important to understand that. And by virtue of seeing volume in volume, you don't need to be told again that this product is a liquid product. By the fact that the one below is volume, not weight, it tells that it's what? A liquid product. And by the fact that the one on top is volume, tells that the active ingredient inside the product entered there as a liquid, not as a solid. Sometimes you may see gram per volume. This will tell you that the one on top, being gram, is a solid. The drug that was added inside the whatever we are preparing is in solid form. By the fact that what is here is V, showing that the entire product is liquid. So even if the what was a drug and then came as a solid, it either dissolve or mainly dissolve or the disperse at the end. Everything will be in what? Liquid form. Sometimes you can still see gram per gram or milligram per gram. This will tell you that even the one on top is the drug itself is a solid, and the one below show that the entire product is still what? Solid. This is obtainable in powder preparations. Am I communicating?
Yes, sir.
Good. I just wanted to explain something so you understand some of these concepts, because these are some concepts that you, if you don't understand, you think you know something, but without even knowing that you don't even know what you are saying. You're just saying it because they told you that this is this. So I try to explain this so you understand it better and appreciate what you are doing in the course, pharmaceutics and pharmaceutical technology. Now look up, as she rightly pointed out. 10 mil, for want of space, we don't write it in full. 10 mil paradehyd in 100 mil paradehyd solution. Just for want of space. That's why I took my time to explain that. So if 10 mil is in 100 mil, we are asked to devote the number of mils that are needed to make 120 mil. So how many do we need to be in 120 mil? We don't know. We call it what? X. So we make X the subject of the formula. X is now 10 mil times 120 mil over what? 100 mil. Mil we cancel, first mil we cancel mil. This we take care of this. This we take care of this. So we are left with what? 12 mil. So the answer is what? 12 mil. B. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Any question there?
No, I cannot see the board.
Clearly. Is there anybody there that can see the board clearly?
No, sir, I cannot see the board.
Martina, Mama, I know. I'm asking if there's another person here that can see the board clearly.
Yes, I can see the board clearly.
Mama, Auntie Mama. It's from your end, though, Mama.
Yes, sir.
Mama, it's from your end, though. Do something,
Sir,
Mama.
I can see.
Okay, you can see it now. Perfect. Now, let's go to the next. Can I clean?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Let's go to the next question. That's your question 27.
The amount of acacia needed to prepare an emulsion containing 50 ml olive oil is what? And as we all know, olive oil is a fixed oil because they are gotten from plants.
Okay.
So the formula is 4:2:1.
Okay.
And as is given here, the oil is 15 ml. So for us to get acacia, which is the one part, that's the gum,
Okay.
we divide 50 by 4 times
Okay.
1. It gives us 12.5. That's 12.5 gram.
Okay.
And if you decide to do for the 2 parts, which is water,
Okay.
Can do like 50/4 times 2. Then we
Okay.
have 25 mil. So the
Okay.
complete answer is olive oil 15 mil, water 25 mil, acacia 12.5 gram.
Yes, that it is what it is. It is what it is. Simple. Is there any person that did not understand this? Let me explain further. But it's clear. It's just about ratio. If you understand what we did in ratio and proportion, you can do this. If you understand that topic, that should be your fourth topic in FAMCAC, ratio, proportion, you can do this. The only thing you need to know is that each of them should bear the actual unit of the form or the state of that particular ingredient. Oil is liquid, so it should bear the unit of liquid, which is mil in this regard. Water is liquid, so it should bear mil. And acacia gum is a solid, so it should bear 12 grams. But apart from that, everything is just normal calculation. So 2:1. Is that clear? Any question now? Any question here? So if oil is 4 is to water, gum is to 1, and oil is 50 mil, the ratio of oil to water is 4:2. By virtue of this, if you reduce 4:2 to the lowest term, everything will still show you that at any point in time, oil is twice water. See now, bring it down, you have 2:1. Keep bringing it down, dividing again, whatever you're dividing, you still have to find that oil is always half of volume of water. So without wasting time, you don't even need to be told that since oil is 15 mil, and at any point in time that water is half of the oil. So since oil at this point is 15 mil, that means water should be 25 mil, because 25 mil is half of 15 mil. Simple. And if you see 4:1, what it means is that no matter what you are doing, at any point in time, oil is 4 times the amount of gum. Respect the units for gum, which is solid in gram. But at any point in time, irrespective of their units, oil is 4 times the amount of gum. If you take it the other way around, gum is 1/4 or 1/4 of oil at any point in time. So, since oil is 15 mil, 1/4 of 15 mil is simply what? 50 divided by 4, which is 12.5. 12.5. Then you put the weight of the oil of the gum, which is gram. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
So it's so simple. So the answer is actually A. The answer is A. Question 28. What's the answer? It's simple.
15 mil, 5 mil, and 10 mil. See?
15 mil, tablespoon is 15 mil. I agree with you. Teaspoon is 5 mil. I agree with you. Dessert spoon is 10 mil. I agree with you. So the answer is C. Question 29 is a pushover. Very simple.
100 grams. B.
What's the answer?
200 grams.
How did you get 200 grams?
5% weight in volume means 5 grams in 100 mil. So X to 4,000 mil. So 5 times 4,000 mil over 100 mil. 200 grams.
God bless you. With what I'm seeing, with what I'm seeing, if you get
Sure, not 10%, yeah.
You say what? Ife ị ga na-efe ga-adị egwu. Yeah, ị ga na-agba everywhere. All right. Now let me I'm coming. Just give me a few seconds. Let me extract some questions. I'm coming. Let me extract some questions. At this point, I will have to dictate or write down questions on the board so you can copy it. Is that clear? Okay, let's look at this question. Please copy, okay? Hope you're with your pen.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
You put down this question. Let's solve it together. Look at this formula. You use this formula now to answer some questions. You use this formula to answer some questions. Please, if I move out of frame, let me know.
You have moved out of frame.
I've moved. Okay, sorry. Compound tragacant powder. Compound tragacant powder, 300 mg. Almost these markers are not markering. 300 mg. Chloroform spirits. Chloroform spirits, 0.4 ml. Water to 20 ml. So put down this formula, then we'll now look at the questions. Put down this formula first. Take down the mixture. Acetyl salicylic acid, 450 ml. Compound tragacant powder, 450 milligram, 300 milligram. Chloroform spirit, 0.4 ml. Water to 20 ml. Are we good?
Yes, sir.
All right, so let's look at the question. Can I clean the board now? Can I clean?
Yes, sir.
All right. Okay, question 1 says, the first question says, how many milligrams, how many mg of acetyl salicylic acid do I dictate?
Yes, sir. Yes.
I should dictate, right? Or I should copy it on the board?
So no, some people don't have network. Oh.
Okay, so I should copy now.
How many milligrams, okay?
Yes, of acetyl salicylic acid. Of acetyl salicylic acid will be required to produce 40 mil mixture. 40 mil mixture. Option A, 450 milligram. Option B,
900.
4,000. Huh?
900.
You guys the best, so let me allow me to finish. See, I like that.
Sir, is it 4,000? What is that?
Huh?
4,000 what is that? That's big.
What's that? Okay, 4,500. C, 900 milligram. B, 45 milligram. E, 4.5 milligram. So what's the answer? So
900 milligrams.
how did you get 900 milligram?
Okay, they said how many milligram of acetylsalicylic acid will be required to produce 40 ml mixture. So,
Okay.
put my-
I'm with you.
so the 40 ml now, the 40 ml that is required that will be required to produce, you divide it by 20 ml of water to get.
Okay, I agree.
Since you are asked to find only acetylsalicylic acid, you do
Okay.
50 milligram of acetylsalicylic acid times the 2, which will give
Okay.
you 100 milligrams.
Perfect. This is the shortest step you can take in an exam that you have less than 1 minute to answer one question. Because from the time given for this exam, you have less than 1 minute to answer one question. Are you aware? This is the fastest step to take. You don't have to waste your time. Just use the amount of the product, divide the amount of the product by the amount of the formula, amount of the product in the master formula by the amount of the product in the given formula, and you get your either enlargement or reduction factor. It becomes enlargement factor if what you got is above 1, greater than 1. It becomes reduction factor if it is less than 1. So whatever you get, use it to multiply the quantity of any of such ingredient given in the given formula, and you get your answer straight. You don't need to waste your time jumping up and down. This question, by me looking at it carefully, you can get the answer without even lifting a pen to solve anything. It's not magic. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Good. So can I clean this question 1 now?
Yes, sir.
Good. Then question 2 says, Question 2 says, what volume of chloroform spirits? What volume of chloroform spirits will be required to produce 100 ml mixture? A, 0.4 ml. B, 4 ml. C, 40 ml. D, 8 ml. E, 2 ml. What's the answer?
2
2
mil.
mil.
2 ml. How did you get it? Tell me how you got 2 ml.
Okay, since this one said will be required to produce 100 mil, so you may
Okay.
do 100 mil divided by the water 20 mil to give you
Okay.
5.
Okay.
And what I have to find is chloroform spirit, which is 0.4 mil. So now the
Okay.
0.4 mil times the 5 that you got will give you what?
Okay.
2 mil.
Perfect. 0.4 times 5 is what? Is what? 2, right? Perfect. Very simple. Very simple. 0.4 is 4/10 times 5. Bam, bam, 2. Bam, bam, 2. 2 means straight up. You don't waste your time. Okay? 0.4 is 4/10. Remember your fractions. All right, so let's go to the next question. Let's go to the next question. The question says, it's simple. What is the solvent of the mixture? This one doesn't involve calculation. What is the solvent of the mixture? From the
Water.
formula. Huh?
Water. Oh. No, sir, it's very.
Ah, 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 ah. Oh, daughter of Zion, where is your confidence? Oh, daughter of Zion, where is your confidence? Look at the formula again. And tell me.
Water now, sir, it's water.
I laughed. You became it's water now. See why it's water. They said water to 20 mil. So that means after everything you add water until you get to what? 20 mil. Is that clear? Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Please. That means small amount of water was used first. Then all this is what we have dissolved. All this could have been dissolved in 0.4 mil of chloroform. No. True of us. Depending on the quantity you are producing anyway. Hope you know that. It is no matter the amount of the product you want to produce, the amount of water that you make it up to will still increase. So what it means is that you first dissolve this ingredient, acetate salicylic acid. You dissolve compound, all those things, dissolve them before you now make it up to what? The required volume. So the solvent is what? Water. Oh, Cynthia, daughter of Zion, where is your confidence?
Yes, Jesus.
All right, let me look for another question. Okay, let's solve this question. Sorry, in that paper, we stopped at question 20. It doesn't matter. Let's just focus on the question. Let's not bother ourselves with the numbering. This one says calculates the weight of 120 ml of an oil whose density is 0.9624 gram per ml. Option A, 115.5 gram. Option B, 11.55 gram. Option C, 1.155 gram. Option D, 115.5 gram. What is the answer?
What?
155.488. That's 155.49.
I'm not seeing your. Okay.
How did you get it?
Sorry, the question is, the option is A.
How did you get it?
Okay, since 0.9624 gram is to 1 milliliter, then X is to 120 milliliter. So 0.9624 times 120 mil gives you your answer.
What is okay? It's okay, but what is the formula for density generally?
Density is equal to weight over volume, which is also known as mass over volume.
Yes, and that is the unit, right?
Yeah.
So you just make the volume the weight subject of the word formula, right? And you are good to go. So that means you did okay, continue. Okay, if density is what you did is not that, but I just want to bring the formula again to our memory, commit it to our memory to remind us that density is what? Weight over what? Volume. In this case now, density was given as 0.9624 gram per minute. So 0.9624 gram per minute is equal to weight, which is W, we don't know, over what? The volume, which is 120 mil. So if you make weight the subject of the formula, you cross multiply, essentially, you will get 120 mil times 0.9624 gram per mil, and you get your answer. So if you punch your calculator, it gives you 115.5 gram, right?
Yes, sir.
So that is the answer. Very simple question. Very simple question. So any confusion here? Any confusion?
So I'm sorry for asking. I'm having a network issue. Please, did you say that the answer is A?
Yes.
Yes, it's A.
Okay.
A. It's A. All right, thank you very much. Let's look at the next question. Sorry, here is milligram, please. So here is milligram, not gram. Let's look at the next. Let me look for another question. Let me be checking our Baba 3 because light is flogging us here. Oboko. I like this question. At least this question will take us to, even though it's sent in, but from a different dimension. All right, take down the next question. The next question says, how many How many 300 milligram capsules? How many 300 milligram capsules of rifampicin would be produced from a 6-gram rifampicin bulk powder? Option A, 20. Option B, 0.02. Option C, 0.05. Option D, 50. What is the answer? What is the answer?
20A.
How did you get 20?
Okay, they said how many 300 milligram capsule of, I don't know how to pronounce that thing, will be produced to form
Rifampicin.
Okay, first of all, you convert this 6-gram to milligram.
Okay.
And 1 gram is equal to 1,000 milligrams. So 6-gram will give us 6,000 what? Milligram. Now,
Okay.
when you 6-gram will give us 6,000 milligram. Now 6,000 milligrams. Let me read the question again and be explaining it. They said how many 300 milligram capsule of this thing will be produced from a 6-gram bulk. Let me say this 6,000 milligram is equal to 1 bulk now. I would like to
Okay.
300 milligram is equal to 1 box. So 6,000 milligram now is equal to X. Let me say that this 1 box is 1 capsule.
Okay.
Now you now do 300 milligram X is equal to what? 6,000 milligram times what? The capsule. Because I'm using them, I said them use example capsule now, 1 capsule. So divide both sides by 300 milligram. 6,000 milligram divided by 300 milligram will give us 20. That's how I got it. I don't know.
Okay. I agree with you, but let me just can I hear the game of man? Can I hear of man? Look up. From the question says how many? The question says how many 300 milligram capsules? So if you hear 300 milligram capsule, what it means is that 1 capsule. Remember, the capsule is the dosage form. All these things is between the dosage form or the medicine and the drug. Everything we are doing is all about what happens between the dosage form, which is the medicine, and the drug itself, which is the active ingredient. All these things we are calculating revolves around this, whether it is a solid dosage form, whether it is a liquid dosage form, whether it is no matter the dosage form. It's all about the relationship between the active ingredient and the entire product. So the product here now is capsule. Now, 1 capsule, 1 cap contains 300 watts milligram. Remember, you have done your conversion by saying that 6 gram is what? 6,000 milligram, which I agree with you. So if 1 capsule contains 300 milligram of the what? Rifampicin, how many capsules, we call it X, we don't know, would contain or would produce or from 6,000 milligram? So our X is now equal to what? 1 capsule. 1 capsule times 6,000 milligram. All over what? 300 milligram. Milligram will cancel milligram. We are left with capsules. This 300, this 20 will cancel this 20. We are left with 3. 3 divided 60, 20. 20 capsules.
Yes, sir.
So it's 20 capsules. The answer is what? A. Now let me do another question. This question is simple. You can answer it, but let me just do it for at least the more question we answer, the more this concept stick more. But it's simple. You can answer it without even lifting a pen. But let us still look at it. What is the volume? What is the volume? What is the volume of 50 grams of methyl salicylate? Methyl salicylate, if its density is 1.17 gram per ml. What's the answer? Let's leave your just point check, calculator straight and tell me the answer.
42.74 mil.
Again.
42.74 mil.
Okay. 42.74 mil. I agree with you. So tell us what you did.
We use that the same formula that we use, density equal to mass over volume. But now we are looking for volume. So what you will do now is mass divided by what? Density.
Okay. Good.
So now mass is 50, density is 1.17. So when you divide it, to give you 42.74 milligrams.
God bless you. Can I clean this board?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's look at another question. This question says, calculate the amount of sulfur. Calculate the amount of sulfur present in 30 grams of 2% sulfur ointments. What's the answer? It's simple, right?
0.6.
Huh?
0.6.
How did you get 0.6?
Okay, they say calculate the amount. They say 2%. This 2 percent means 2 over 100. That is weight in volume. You understand? Which means if 2 grams is equal to 100 mil.
I don't agree with you, Ada.
Eh?
I don't agree with you. Check them.
You said calculate the amount of sulfur present in 30 grams of 2% sulfur, right?
Mm-hmm.
Ointment.
Sulfur ointment.
So is the sulfur ointment weight in weight?
Yes, now it's
Okay, that's in weight. 100 mil. Therefore, 30 grams is equal to X. I just did it straight. 2 over 100 times 30 will give you, it's the same thing now.
I don't want to hear me. See,
objective now.
Wait. That means you said has cancelled everything. in dispensing, that means you mentioned, if this were to be an exam where you write it down to solve, that entire thing you need is zero, because you are producing, you don't even know what you are producing. It's a very serious thing in dispensing. Please be careful about that, okay? There's no volume here. It's 2% weight in weight. Simple. Is that clear? Because the entire ointment is in weight. So it's 2 grams, 2% is 2% weight in weight, is 2 grams of sulfur in 100 grams of the what? The entire ointment. Is that clear? So
No,
now
sir.
let me
No.
what is the source of the no?
I didn't
Is
understand what Ada is saying.
okay, don't worry. Let me, but did you take that the question?
Yes, sir.
Right, let me explain. Don't worry. In the ointment you produce in the lab, doing your dispensing practical, even the ointment you saw doing your CWES, be it in the community or in the hospital, that's the tube, the pack you see. Is it male you see? What is the amount of the entire product you to see there? Is it in male or in gram? Did you see ointment at all when you are doing your CWES at all?
Sir, is gram.
It's gram. Good. So the entire product is in gram. But they talk about sulfur. This fight is between let me use fight between sulfur, which is the drug, inside sulfur ointments. Inside sulfur, this is fight between sulfur and sulfur ointments. Please, these two are not the same thing. Sulfur is the drug. Sulfur is the drug or the active pharmaceutical ingredient. Call it drug or call it active pharmaceutical ingredient. While sulfur ointment is what you produced when you add other excipients. You call this one, and I call it medicine, some call it medication, or you call it drug products. Drug products. Because it's a product from this, you produce it from this, so it's a drug product. Once you add excipient now, you produce this. So it's drug product, or you call it dosage. Dosage what? Form. Anyone is okay. So this sulfur ointment contains this sulfur inside. Without this sulfur, it cannot get its name, sulfur ointment. So the active ingredient there is sulfur. Now, if that is the case, we are told that this sulfur, the entire sulfur, the concentration of this sulfur inside this sulfur ointment is 2%. And this 2% means 2 grams of sulfur. That means every 2 grams of sulfur in 100 grams of this sulfur ointment. So that means after preparation, every 100 grams, if you titrate well, did your work well in the production, every 100 grams of this sulfur ointment must contain 2 grams of sulfur. Every 100 grams of this product will contain 2 grams of sulfur. That's the meaning. Now, so that's the meaning of this sulfur, this 2% weight in weight. I added weight, they didn't add weight in weight, but by virtue of the fact that ointment is weighed, so that means everything should be weight in what?
So we
Weight.
can't hear you.
You say what?
Your mic left or is off. We can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yes. Yes, sir.
So where did you stop? Where did you stop hearing me?
Every this 2% is 2 gram in 100 mil.
100 grams.
Yeah.
So in every 100 gram, there is 2% of sulfur. That if I did the calculation well, right?
Yes, every 100 gram. Please always call that the name involved to avoid confusion. Every 100 gram of sulfur ointment will contain 2 grams of sulfur. That's the meaning.
Okay, sir. I understand
That's
now.
what it is. It's not male. Please don't bring male here at all, because
Gram.
it's not a gram here. So that's why it's 2% weight in weight. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
So now from the question now, if 2 grams of sulfur is found in 100 grams of this sulfur ointment, so what it means is that we are asked to how many amount of sulfur we need to produce 30 grams. So how many grams of sulfur can we use to produce 30 grams of this product? We call it X, as you can see on the board. So we make X the subject of the formula. X is now equal to 2 grams times 30 grams over what? 100 grams.
100.
So if you punch your calculator well, this, for those that like using calculator, but this and this is this. Here is 6 grams. 1 gram will cancel 1 gram. So 2 times 3, 2 grams times 3 is 6 grams over 10, which is 0.6 grams. Does it make sense?
Yes,
0.6.
sir.
Does it make sense?
Yes, sir.
All right. So, okay. I want to encourage us to study.
Our class
And, eh? It's not my fault now. Light is killing us here. So my system is about to go, and I don't want it to be going up on its own. Since you started this class, it has been going up on its own, and it's not good for the system. So it's 40% now. I want to respect myself and shut it down properly. Okay, sorry about that. We'll continue tomorrow. Okay?
Okay, sir.
All right.
Okay,
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
See you tomorrow. Same time, 9 p.m. we'll start.